Good morning. I am just checking something on my iPad here. I just want to make sure I am live. I haven't gone live in over a month, so just bear with me as I figure out what's going on here. Need to get into my, okay, I think I'm there. There I am. Perfect. Now, can you hear me? If anybody's watching, let me know if you can hear me. I had to reinstall a piece of software because it wasn't working. So I think there had been an update. So I'm hoping my microphone is working. So good morning, good morning. I had decided to take the month of August off. I just needed a bit of a break, and it was a great break. I did miss going live. I really enjoyed doing that and sharing with the projects that I make with you. It doesn't mean that I didn't craft during that month. I did craft, of course. And I went to a Stampin' Up. Well, it wasn't a Stampin' Up event. It's Vancouver Island has a lot of demonstrators, and we get together twice a year to have a fun crafting day. So that's what I did on Saturday. And I decided to present a make and take. So I did a project, and I got to make a whole bunch of projects. And then I also entered a swap. So what I'm thinking of doing is, now that the new catalog is live, our new mini catalog for the holiday season, this is it here. Look at those cute little houses. This is actually a punch to create these cute little houses. Now that the catalog is live, I'm thinking about doing a virtual launch. So I will send out a newsletter and let you know the dates of the launch, because I'm just waiting for another shipment of products to come in. And then I will do a launch and make some projects using new stuff from the catalog. So that's my plan. So stay tuned for that. Today, I am actually going to use one of the suites of products I decided to purchase. And you know what? I purchased it because there's a little penguin in there. My daughter just loves penguins. So I decided to purchase that, and it really is quite cute. So I'm going to do a card using this suite. I'll show you all of the products in the suite. And I'm also basing it on a card make and take that I did this weekend. There's one element on this card that I thought was a great idea, and so I want to share that with you. So I am going to put my other camera up and make that the full layout. Okay, so I'm just going to pull my camera down and straighten it out a little bit here. Okay. All right. So first off, this is a card that was make and take. So I made this card on Saturday, and it uses this beautiful lantern. This is one of the stamp sets in the catalog. And it's using some DSP from the catalog, and it's also using this beautiful bark style or tree bark style of an embossing folder. So that's new. So new papers, new stamp set. This greeting was in the stamp set. But the feature that I really liked was this circle. And this circle comes from this set here called Spotlight on Nature. This was a bundle that came out that is available in the annual catalog. And these circles are being used for all kinds of projects without even the other stamp set. So I actually keep them separate in my die box so that I can easily access them. So you get 2 sets of circles in here of varying sizes. So you've got these here. And look at the detail along the edges. You've got some stitched ones, which create a really nice wide border. And then you have some sort of like little leaves in here. And then you've got just some little straight little rectangles and more stitches. And it just, those patterns repeat from larger to smaller circles. And then you have another set. So you can layer these. When you get 2 sets of dies like this, you can layer them. So it just depends on what size that you want. Okay. So the first thing I need to figure out is which size is on this card. I think it's, no, that's too small. And it's got the rectangle, so it's probably this one. Yes, it's this one. So I'm going to use this to cut some paper. So I'll just put that out there and set these aside. The other thing I'm using, so here's, let's just go. Let's move my keyboard out of the way and let's pull in. So here in the catalog, let me just get rid of some shadows here. There we go. That might be a bit too bright. I don't know. Okay. So who's Carolyn? Good morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it feels good to be back, actually. It was good to take the month off, but it is good to be back. And I'm really excited because there's so much new stuff in the new catalog, and I've got tons of ideas floating in my head. And I might be introducing some new lives. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just sort of getting started. Plus, we're going away for about 3 weeks. We're going on a cruise in October, so I will be away for that. But it is what it is, I guess. All right, so this is on page 32 and 33. We have this Snowy Wonder suite of products. So typically when there's a suite, if I really like it, then I buy all of the products in the suite. So what's handy about that is that there's one item number. You don't get a discount when you buy the entire suite. You can buy, if you add up the price of all the individual items, it does equal the suite collection. But the one item number just makes it way easier for you to add all the products into your cart rather than putting in all the individual item numbers. So this has what I loved about this set too is when I'm creating cards, I like to decorate the inside of my card, and I also like to decorate the envelope. And so sometimes the stamp set doesn't really, for me, doesn't have anything that works for the inside or the envelope. And so this one I thought would be fun because you've got Christmassy things. You've got snowflakes, you've got trees, you've got little presents, you've got a candy cane, you've got some holly. So anytime you want to add some Christmassy, a Christmassy image, then at least you've got this set to fall back on. Okay, use any other set to create the card, but use these to decorate the inside of your card and your envelope. So that's what I love about this. So it comes with these cute little images. And I actually based my card swap on this. I'll show you my card swap just so that you can see it, because I did use this set for it. And let's see. There were 15 swaps, so I've got lots to show you as we go along. Oh my goodness, now I can't find my swap card. How come it's not in this pile? Oh, here's some more here. I'm sure I left one in here. Actually, it wasn't my swap card that I made. No, it wasn't my swap card. I made that out of a different set. Can you tell I'm back? I'm new. I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on a second. What did I do with that card? I better get better organized for the next time. Here we go. Found it. All right. So I did a make and take. So this was my presentation on Saturday. And I cut garden green and real red as the choice for the card bases. And then I used this DSP. This is a brand new 6x6 paper pack. It's the traditional reds and greens. And so I used this as well. But here, see, I used the little log house from this set and the trees and the snowflakes. So those were the cards for my make and take using this set. Now in the background, there is an embossing folder. It's not new. It's been around a couple of years. It is in the online store. It's not in the catalog. But it is the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. So for this card I'm making today, I used it again. So I use this. This is so beautiful in gold and silver too. If you have gold or silver foil, it's beautiful. And then you can also sponge over it or use your brushes to brush over some color. So this makes snowflakes and it looks like it's snowing. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. There you can see if I tilt it. Look how pretty that is. So the snow is a bit thicker towards the bottom as it's falling through the sky. So I've used this quite a lot and it is still available. It's been a good folder. Okay, so we're going to use this on our card as well, but I just wanted to show that to you. So that was my card for my make and take. Okay. All right, so what I want to show you now, so here's the stamp set, and it's a photopolymer stamp set, so easy placement because you can see right through the stamp. Here's this adorable little, and the images are a lot bigger than on the stamp set. You have to really kind of be aware of that often the images are smaller than the actual stamps. So look at that cute little penguin, and then there's this lovely little snowman here. So I thought I would do the snowman today. And yeah, so we should take the snowman out of here. So when I get a brand new stamp set, I start out with them on this plastic backing. But over time, as I use them, I put them on here. I just find it's a lot easier than always peeling them off and trying to match them up. So that's what I do for my stamp set. So let's take out this little snowman here and put him on a block. And I might use some snowflakes. I've already got those out on a block. And I've got some trees for the background. So I've got most of these other little stamps here already. Snowflake. There's 3 snowflakes that you can use, 3 different sizes, a large, medium, and a small. There's 2 really cute little trees. Yeah, so let's see how we go. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Now, what's extra special about this stamp set are the dies, because they give you 2 of these, like a snow globe cut out, and they give you like a bell. I don't know what these are called, like a, you see clocks encased in a bell-shaped sort of glass container, and then you've got the base here. So you've got lots of things. You can cut out the candy cane, the trees, a hat. I should do a hat for the snowman. Yeah, there's the penguin. Lots of cutouts there. So you can make shaker cards. So they have also included some snowflake shaker bits. So I did buy this. I bought the whole set, and then the ribbon. The ribbon is really kind of cool. I'm not sure that the ribbon will be great for being sent in the mail, because it's now I'm looking for the ribbon. Hold on a sec. Where's the ribbon? Oh, I didn't put the ribbon in the package in my thing because it's too thick. Here it is. But, so the ribbon I don't think will be great on a card to mail. Although let's just see how it's these little cute little snowballs on here. The ribbon is really pretty. Yeah, I think it'll go through the mail. They will get flattened out, and they really and truly are not any more dimensional than, say, an embellishment. But look how pretty this ribbon will be as a handle on a little gift bag. Very sweet ribbon indeed. So that is part of the bundle as well. Yeah, so lots of fun with this. So I want to show you the papers now. So here's the pack of paper. And I'm just going to take this off. Okay. Now, sadly, very often Stampin' Up! Will design paper, and there will also be a die that coordinates with some of the images on the paper. So I thought there might be a die, excuse me, a die for these two different snow globes, but there isn't. But they're easy enough to fussy cut if you want to spend the time doing that. So you've got this side, and then the other side are these beautiful snowflakes. And I love the color combination. We've got garden green, and what are there's two blues here. Garden green, pool party is the basic blue. Yeah, there's only the one green, garden green, and pool party is the blue color. But look how pretty that snowflake design is. Okay, then you've got these larger ones. Now, I think, and I haven't experimented yet, and I haven't even watched a video of this set by any other demonstrator, but you might be able to cut this part out, and then you would actually die cut a separate one for this to put that together. Or you could fussy cut. They're easy enough to fussy cut. So I'll have to experiment with the dies. Then you've got more snowflakes in the petal pink color, which is really pretty. Christmas doesn't always have to be about red and green. Okay, so that's that sheet. And then you've got this sheet here. And out of curiosity, maybe the snowman die cuts these out on this paper. Let's have a look. And maybe a tree. Here's a tree. Let's just have a look here. I love it when there is paper that you can die cut. Yeah, oh, not quite. How about the bigger? Oh, the bigger one. So there's a bigger tree on here. That's out of camera range. This bigger tree with the tree trunk, you can die cut these out. Okay. And then let's take a look at the snowflake or the snowman. And the snowman has different, he's got hats on. He's got, now that hat will get cut off. I think this die is meant to cut out the plain snowman. Okay, but you can then die cut. There is a die cut for the hat, the one hat. I don't see the other hat, just the one hat, this hat. There's a die cut for this hat here, the top hat. So there are some things that you can cut out from here. Now this little tree here, no, I don't think that matches. Yeah, so I'm not sure all of the die cuts, but I think the snowman for sure and that one tree you can die cut on here. It just saves you, if you spend the time doing it, it just saves you stamping and then die cutting out the tree. So often when I get sheets like this, I do a whole bunch of die cutting and I put the die cuts in a little box or a little bag, and then I'm ready to go with my creations. Okay, so there's that paper. And the back of this paper has this beautiful pumpkin pie sort of a plaid, a wiggly line plaid, but that's fun for backgrounds on your cards. Now here's the cute little penguin, and I'm hoping he cuts out, maybe not the ones with the hats, but it will cut out. Yeah, look at that. You can die cut the penguin without any headgear on, because the rest of them I think you can create on your own. Yes, see, it cuts it off. So just the plain little penguins, you can die cut those little guys out. And these are easy enough to fussy cut too. I like to just sit and fussy cut. I put a movie on and I just sit and I fussy cut. So that's a really sweet sheet. And then you've got, this is the background. So again, when I get paper like this, I usually will reserve the one sheet for the background designs. And then the other sheet, I then cut out all the die cuts. So that's kind of how I use my paper. Then we've got these beautiful holly. I always love some holly. And the back is, oh my gosh, this is, look at the wiggly lines. That's kind of a different kind of a candy cane design. So you've got that. And then look at this. This is so adorable. This is just so adorable. You could maybe die cut like around this portion and make a little scene on your card. Very sweet with the mountains in the background. Reminds me of a movie I saw, and there had a cute little log cabin in the Swiss Alps. And on the back, you've got candy canes. Always a great background for Christmas, for sure. I just love that. Look at the colors. Aren't they pretty? You've got Daffodil Delight in here, pumpkin pie, real red, garden green, pool party, petal pink. early espresso. Yeah, lots of colors in there. And that's it for the papers. Okay, so I've already taken out the sheet that I'm going to cut for my circle. So let's just put these away. Okay. All right, so if I take a look at this card, if I'm casing this card, now I had pieces of paper to say who actually made these cards. This one seems to have gone for a walk. I can't remember who designed this card. But when I do my catalog launch, I will have that information available. All right, so the background, so my card base is going to be the garden green, and then I have the snowflake embossing folder for the background, and then this circle I want to cut from the snowflake paper. Okay, so let's start off by, I just want to grab my small scoreboard. I love using the small scoreboard for just smaller scoring projects. So I'm using my wax paper again. I love to use wax paper. It just makes scoring much more pleasurable. So I'm going to score that at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's our card base ready to go. So I'm just going to put that together like that and grab my bone folder and just give that a nice crease. It helps to crease without anything underneath it. That's okay. There we go. And then I've got my snowflakes. So remember, there's deeper snow collecting at the bottom, so that wants to be at the bottom of your card. So let's put this on the card. No, I'm not going to. You know why? Because when I cut the circle, I want to trim it off at the side. So I won't be able to trim it if I stick it on if it's on the card base. So we're not going to put it on the card base yet. So we're going to now cut out the circle. Now I just want to see, I typically 12 by 12, I typically cut this in strips. Yeah, sorry you guys missed my intro. I came on a little bit late because I had a little bit of a problem with an app. I had to uninstall it and reinstall it. But I'm good to go now. And my intro, I talked about, I want to do a virtual online, well, virtual is online, isn't it? I want to do an online catalog launch. So I will schedule that and I will put it in my newsletter for you guys. Let you know when that's going to happen. I'm just wanting to order a few more products. I got inspired at this Saturday's event. I didn't order very much in the beginning. I wanted to kind of take it easy and decide what I wanted. But then you go to these events and you start making a card with a stamp set you don't have. And then you say, oh, I think I need to get that. Okay, so I'm just seeing that this die, yes, this is definitely going to fit on a 4-inch strip. So I like to cut my DSP into 4-inch strips because a typical layer is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so let's cut that off. And I'll do this at, say, 5 1/4. No, I won't. I'll just die cut this as it is. Okay. So I'm going to die cut this. These are leftover scraps. Okay. Let's die cut this circle. All right, here's our die cut. So I just want to make sure all the little bits came out. Yes, they did. Oh, no, I have a few. Often if you just flick the paper, the pieces will come out. And if they're a little bit more stubborn, just use your pokey tool and take them out. So I'm just looking to see that they're all out, which they are. All right, so as I was saying before, you need to not put this layer onto your card base because this is going to sit like this. So I'm following the same design here, but you know, you could put it on the left-hand side. You could put it towards the top. You could do it towards the bottom, whatever you like. Okay, so once you kind of decide where you want it, I like these, there's more snowflakes on this side, it turns out. So I'm going to just rotate that a little bit and I'm going to put it on like that. Okay, so let's put some glue on here. I'll just use Tombow. And then let's put it like this. Actually, there were more little pieces to poke out, but they're on the piece I'm going to cut off anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let me grab my scissors. Here they are. I'm just going to trim this off. Okay, so there, you have that now. Now I can put this on my card base. So I'm going to use my Tombow again. So I hope you have had a great summer. I know, Carol, you've had an amazing one because of your long trip in your van. And Carol, I saw some posts of what you've been up to this summer. I think everybody's had a pretty good summer. The weather certainly was gorgeous once it got started. All right, so there's our card base. Look how I love this paper. Look at that. I love that it's in a different color. Okay, all right, so now we're going to start building up. First of all, I'm going to use the Season's Greetings. I wanted to see if, so this die on this card here, this is using the Stylish Shapes dies where you get a nice variety of squares and circles and little banners. So Season's Greetings, let's just see if it's going to fit in this banner. This one here, no, it's not going to fit, but it's going to fit in the longer one. Okay, good. All right, so let's get a block for that. And Season's Greetings. Now, let's pull out my Memento black ink. Oh, and I need a bit of scrap white paper. I've got a bunch of scrap. I took home, on my project, they had a quarter sheet of cardstock, white cardstock, where they had to stamp and then cut out or die cut images. And I took back all the scraps off the table. I thought, I'm not going to throw those in the garbage. I can use those. So let's put that on there like that. Okay, and then we're going to die cut that from this die cut here. Now, the original design for this card, the demonstrator didn't use the full amount. She kind of cut it off and had it hang off the edge, but I kind of like the full length of that. But say for this one, we'll do something maybe a bit different. I'm going to just cut this here and trim off the other side. Or maybe I'll do it, let's see. Maybe we'll have it come out this way, opposite this. So I want this to be like this, and then we'll trim off the other end. Okay, so, oh, I've run out of I had a whole bunch of tape cut up here, but I've since gotten rid of it. Okay, so let's just die cut this. Let's set those aside. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to die cut this and stick it here on the side. So now again, what I should have done is done this before I put the embossed piece on, and then I could have just trimmed it. But I'm just going to take a pencil and I'll just mark where I want to cut that. Okay, and then I will just give it a quick trim here. Okay, and then I'll put this here like that. Season's greetings. All right, now what do I want? I wanted the little snowman. So let's grab the snowman and let's grab another scrap of white. Here I've got another scrap of white. So let's do the snowman again. I'm going to use black ink. And we'll do the snowman, and then we're going to cut him out. I forgot about the coloring of these little images, so I didn't bring out any blends, or I think I'm going to grab colored pencils. Whoops, that just shifted. Oh, isn't he just sweet? Okay, I'm just going to grab colored pencils and we'll just do some soft coloring on the snowman. So I think I might want to add a little bit of blue for the snow. Which blue is this? Balmy blue, that'll work. And I want orange for the carrot nose. So let's just do a little bit of coloring on our snowman. And then I'll do a little bit, I just want to do a little bit of shading. And I'm going to use the blending pen just to get rid of the little wiggles. When you use pencils, you can get some little wiggly pencil marks, right? So you want to get yourself a pack of these blender pens. And then you can just soften the lines. Just a little bit of snowy effect here. You see how it's softening the lines? Not sure if the camera's picking that up. The other cool thing you can do is you can take the blender pen and you can grab some of the color from the tip of the pencil and then you can color. See? So that's kind of a cool feature. All right, that's good enough for our cute little snowman. Okay. Now I wanted to, let's see, there is a hat. So let's do the hat. Now you could, I think there's a die cut for this too. Let's see, die, hat die. Yeah, there's a hat die. So you could either use the hat die and cut out, let me just move my mat down a bit more for you guys. There we go. You can either use the die and cut out the hat from black cardstock, or you can stamp it and then die cut it out, or just fussy cut. I mean, the hat is so easy. I don't think I would bother with die cutting it. So again, I'm going to bring in my scrap and I'll just stamp the hat. Look at how nice that hat is. And then I will just fussy cut that. There we go. There's his little hat. All right. That paper's pretty well done. All right, let's bring our card back in. So we're going to have our little snowman on here with his little hat. Okay, now let's stamp a couple of trees. This big tree. Let's put a tree in the background. There's some mountains in here too. 2 little mountains, so you could create a background with mountains, which would be really cool. Now, when you have a little set like this, this is where it does come in handy to have a lot of acrylic blocks. Okay, now I need I could do a couple of mountain scenes, but let's do the tree. just to maybe break up some of the snowflakes in the background. So let's do the tree. And another thing, if you plan it out well, when you get your scrap cardstock, you could, you know, stamp all of your elements together with, you know, spaced apart, and then, excuse me, and then die cut them all together. That's a nice tree. I like that tree. All right, so we're going to do that, and let's find out about, let's do a couple of mountains. We can play with those. I'll just do the one mountain. Yeah, lots of acrylic blocks. Simply because I want to do some kind of stamping on the inside of my card. So I don't want to have to take them off and put them on and take them off. And, right? Okay, so we're going to grab the tree. Let me just grab some more of my... I'm trying to use up all this old Post-it note tape. I've had it for years. Okay, there's the tree. And then there's a small and a large mountain die cut. But I have to do this twice. Okay, so let's die cut these pieces out. Then we can start making our scene. So there's that. And there's the tree. Oh yeah, I want to do one more mountain. Let's just do one more mountain. I mean, where in the world is there one mountain sticking out? Okay, here's, excuse me, here's our other mountain. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here, see if I can clear my throat. My apologies for that. I haven't talked out loud much this morning. All right, there's our mountain. Okay, let's bring back our card. So, we could do some mountains in the background. I'll just make one lower than the other one. So I'm going to design it first. Then let's put a tree maybe down here and the snowman down here. How does that look? Maybe let's put the mountains a little bit higher. I don't really want to hide too much of those. Let's see what they look like more higher. Okay, they look like they're coming right out of his head, so that's not going to work either. I think we will move them over a bit more. Or maybe I'll put them on this side. I didn't really want to hide all those snowflakes. They're so pretty. Okay, I like that. There you go. I like that better. Okay, so now I'm going to start gluing. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. And let's do this one. Okay. So I'm going to put this guy, my little snowman, on some dimensionals. So let me find some mini ones. Here's some mini dimensionals. And where's my pokey tool? So it is the season, oh my goodness gracious, to start getting your Christmas cards ready. And I'm going to put him over here. And let's put the tree in the background. And I'm going to show you today. I'm pretty excited about this. I have a tree ornament to share with you that we learned. Now this is going to have to go on a dimensional as well. Little hat. Okay. Oh, and we have to glue this down. I think I'm going to glue this down rather than on dimensionals. Okie dokie. There you have your card that I matched with this card. Now, I think we need some gemstones on here maybe. So I'm just going to grab our traditional rhinestones. Let's just put a few rhinestones on here. I like this look here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. You could add more if you want, but there you go. So I kind of did a case, it's not Case the Caddy, but I cased somebody else's card. So you can take the idea and then just change it up with different stamp sets, different colors, different DSP, and do something different. So there's your card for today. Let me just see if you got any more oh, thank you, Carol. Hi. I had my 3 Carols here, 4 Carols here today. Christine, good morning. You'll catch the replay. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, welcome back. I'm so glad to be back. Thank you all for catching me. I'm sorry I didn't give you advance notice. I'm still flying by the seat of my pants here, getting back into a routine and getting back into crafting with you guys. So thank you once again for joining. And oh yeah, I was going to show you one more thing before I go. I'll give you a little bonus treat. Check this out. Where is it? Look, check this ornament out we made. Check this out. Isn't that cute? So you could put some more designer series paper on the back of this with a to from label. You could add it to Christmas presents and then they can hang it on their tree. Isn't that cute? So this is one of the stamp sets. This is an online stamp set. It's a little sleigh, old-fashioned sleigh, and there's some skates as well. So you have to check online to see that. And then this is from a stamp set that has these really cool label dies. Let's see if I can find it in the catalog for you, because I think this is in the catalog. I didn't buy it, but of course now I'm tempted. There's so many cool things in here. Here it is. Check this out. If you want some unique labels, so it's called Christmas Labels. So it's got Peace on Earth, Sweet as Sugar Plum Candy, Warm and Cozy, Celebrate Holidays. It's hard to read them. Winter Wishes, Love and Joy. Hope your season is filled with magic. Be merry. Anyway, and then it comes with these really cool dies. And they're kind of open. So they've got these cut edges inside, which are really, really cool. And then we emboss that in gold. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So I might be making a bunch more. Now, I did go to the dollar store, just so you know. I don't know. I'm going to find out from the lady who did this make and take where she got these from. It was a dollar store. I'm not sure which one. They're very thin, and it's about 4 inches. Is it 4 inches wide? 4 inches wide. So if you guys are out and about and you see these in the dollar store somewhere, they're really thin. They're wood. Let me know where you find them. But I did, on my way home, we did stop at a dollar store in Duncan. I think it was Duncan or Ladysmith. And I was driving with Christine, and we did find these, but they're thicker. See, they're thicker, and they're not quite 4 inches. They're, let's see, they're 3 3/4, so just 1/4 of an inch smaller. And I'm sure one of the dies from the circles will fit on here. So it's a little bit of a smaller one. And you might have to, I used my Crocodile to punch the hole in this one. Easy with Crocodile. I'm not sure the Crocodile will go through this thickness here. So I might get my husband to drill a little hole on there for these. But there you go. So I bought 2 packages of these. There's 4 in each package to make some more. And you can, oh my gosh, you can do anything. I could make this same scene that is on this card, this exact same scene, and put it on the wooden circle. Isn't that cool? Oh, Christine's, you're going to try these today. Check out the Crocodile and see if it, apparently it goes through some pretty thick things. So I might give it a go too. I don't want to break my Crocodile, but we could see if that will work. But Christine, yeah, she bought some of these as well. But if you guys are out and about and you see the thinner ones, please let me know, because I think I'm going to make a whole bunch this Christmas because they're so fun. All right, ladies, that's all for today. Let me just pull my face back. There we go. Thank you again. I really appreciate you watching me. I hope you're inspired to get moving with your stuff. If you're a customer of mine, I have catalogs here for you now. And if you do not have a demonstrator, I am more than happy to become your demonstrator. And yes, I've got catalogs here, or I'm happy to mail them out. So you can private message me and let me know. So thanks again. I'll be back for Thursday. Yes, I'm getting geared up Thursday for Case the Caddy. And yeah, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot. Bye for now. Have a super week.